Hey, my name is Debbie. I'm a songwriter, I have a band, and a couple music projects online. Him, that's Jared.
I started playing some shows for her on drums. It was a lot of fun. When she heard that I had some recording and mixing experience, she reached out and we made a few recording sessions work.
And that's Karen.
My name is Karen Bao. I'm 20 years old and I study music composition and computer science.
We're musicians, and we're gonna teach you how to produce a song. Step 1, write a melody.
I start off coming up with a lot of melodies, coming up with a lot of chord progressions, and whichever ones I can remember after I've played them and they're stuck in my head, I kind of know are special somehow.
G major and then D.
Oh, it's G major.
And sometimes I don't know why they're special, but if they stick in my head, that means I'd probably be more willing to work with them for a long amount of time. So I started out thinking about these two chords. And this is kind of a 4-to-1 chord progression, used a lot in nowadays, pop songs like to use 2 chords instead of the normal 4-chord format. And it's a very symmetric thing. So sort of are the 2 first chords, and then they're kind of complemented by these chords.
Step 2, lay down the tracks.
This is my room in my apartment, and so this is where a lot of the magic happens as far as recording goes. When you're recording in a place like this that isn't a professional studio, the main things you have to keep in mind are isolation and soundproofing. With isolation, make sure that whatever you're recording is really close to the mic so you can get a really clear, crisp sound. And then soundproofing in general is just going to be making sure that there isn't too much echo happening or there isn't any outside sounds that are going to interfere too much with your audio.
Recording starts with the microphone. Set it up wherever you need it to record something new, be it vocals, guitar, or drums. Run the mic out through the audio interface, which connects the sounds from the outside world to your PC. It plugs into the laptop using a USB. The audio interface also has a headphone jack, so we can listen to everything while we're recording and after. From the audio interface into the computer, you then choose an audio recording software. We use Reaper to record, but it's one of several options, such as Logic and Pro Tools. In whichever program, everything is pretty easily represented by different sound waves, tracks, and files.
The important thing is that each instrument has its own separate tracks, and you can edit those tracks individually and independent of one another, and then you put them all together to make the whole song. A lot of times though, you won't get a perfect take on your first try, or even your second try, or even your third try.
I don't know where to.
Nope.
The goal with recording then is not to get one clean, perfect take all the way through, but to get enough takes done where you can put them together and get one cohesive take that done.
Step 3, digital editing. The point of this step is to blend the sounds together really well through the process of digital editing, also known as mixing and mastering.
Once everything is recorded, you have all your tracks done, then starts the editing process. There's 4 main steps really with editing. Step 1 is splicing to make sure that you have the best take of each track in a singular recording. Step 2 is going to be EQ, so making sure that your highs, your mids, and lows are all good. Step 3 is going to be effects, so that might be some reverb or some delay, that kind of thing. And then step 4 is mastering, which is sort of making sure that the whole thing is just cohesive and is glued together really well.
The length of the whole process varies depending on the size of the project. Smaller projects with the singer-songwriter and just a guitar or just a piano can have a turnaround in a couple of weeks. For larger projects with a full band recording an entire album, it could take up to a month to record and up to 2 months to master. Step 4. Upload your music to distributors like TuneCore, CD Baby, or Muse, and then dance your night away to the finished product.